In this video, we're going to look at embedded styles. So we've looked at style sheets, external style sheets, and we've determined that that is the best way. But we also talked about inline styles, and I showed you how to do an inline style in the last video. This one we're going to talk about embedded styles. An embedded style is a style that's included also in our HTML. So again, it is not the best way to use styles. If I do a style here on this HTML page, and then I add another page to my site, then I have to repeat that code on the second page rather than just linking it to a style sheet. So let's see how we do a style, an embedded style on our page. So up in the head section, so this is where you do an embedded style, is in the head section. I can do a style tag. So it looks like this, a style and an end style. And guess what I put in between these? I put the same kind of code that we had in our style sheet. So I can say H1 color orange, and I can do an H3 . So it's the same format and syntax. So I've applied new styles. I have H1 selector and an H3 selector. I'm applying the color orange to H1s and the color green to H3s, and I'm going to save that. Come over here and refresh, and now you can see my H1 got orange. My H3 got green, but my style sheet still has them both set to blue. So again, because this code is closer, that's just the way I like to think of it. This embedded style sheet is closer than the one that's linked externally. It overrides it. It also comes after it. If I go down here to H1 and go back and do another style, it's going to override this. So the inline style will override the embedded style, and the embedded style can override the external style sheet. We have the same issue with this that we did with the inline styles. If I have multiple pages, I have to repeat the style code on every single page, and I don't want to do that. So inline is when we stick the style right inside the tag. Embedded is when we stick a style section inside the head section. An external style sheet is when we do a sheet like this. And I also want to caution you against something. It's a mistake a lot of people make. So sometimes people, well, let's just do it quick and dirty here. We'll make a style and do our page, and then we'll move it to a style sheet later. So they'll do this, and they'll say, okay, let's move it to our style sheet. And they come over to our style sheet, and they make a new style sheet, and they paste it in. And then they find out things don't work, and that's because these style tags. Notice our CSS sheet does not have style tags on it. An embedded sheet has the style tag. This is HTML. Style and end style are HTML, and this isn't an HTML page, it's a CSS page. So if you ever do that, where you do an embedded style and then want to move it, make sure you delete the style tags. Very common problem. I see students do it all the time. Obviously, we don't want to leave that code there because we already have H1 and H3 formatting. So that's it. That's embedded styles. Not the best way to do things. Stay with the external style sheets when you can.